Tim Saudi and putting it in short mid-wicket. There are 2 short mid-wickets now. Looking for that little chip.
$111 for 4. Think tank. Still fairly relaxed.
Come on, Ace.
Stays low, he goes back foot. Wash the ball till the end. That's why he was able to jam down on it.
Well, Imam is playing really well. He's watching the ball very closely, although that one also kept a little low. I think the best way to go is to make sure that you go on the front foot and take that pad out of the line of the ball. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. He's in such a good rhythm last night. Last evening, he bowled a beautiful overs. And again, picking up Babar's wicket and now troubling Imam ul-Haq.
This carries on straight through. And from that rough, you'll get that variation. You'll get that natural variation. So just one delivery to misbehave and you're in. But he consistently wants to hit that rough and just be consistent in his length.
Yeah, you're right. You go on the back foot, ball rushes onto you and is already keeping low. But the way he tackled Racewell yesterday was good because he knew he's going to use the rough use of Imam, his feet, just taking on that challenge put up by the spinners and just playing it through covers. And he's the one who's looking to score. And sometimes that's good in a situation like this. You just take that battle head on. And he's looked considerably more comfortable than the others.
Well, playing through the cover will be a bigger risk today because there's plenty of rough outside the off stump. And if you're not sure how much it's going to spin or if it's going to be a googly or not, then you better just defend like that. Still playing with danger. I think that one hit the glove and he kept it down. Yeah, would have gone anywhere. Tough situation for Imam and for Pakistan.
Nicely played by Imam off the back foot, using the depth of the crease. 111 for 4.
Jazzy. One leg.
Spin from both ends now. Nice. And just going to the captain. Captain obviously still thinking about his dismissal now. It's up to this man on screen. Sarfraz already 11. Now with spin from both ends, it's what Pakistan would have planned for with this promotion given to Sarfraz. Sarfraz very good against spin, and his strike rate against spin is exceptional. And this is what he'll do straight away. Pulls out the sweep shot.
Come on, Jesse.
I don't think you can bowl Sarfraz without a fielder on the boundary, especially on the onside. You do need that because he sweeps it so well. Especially when you're not bowling from the rough, you're bowling from the middle of the pitch. Sarfraz will keep sweeping you. But Tim Southee keeping that area vacant, asking him to do it again.
And he will. And he'll nail it again. 2 boundaries of the first couple of deliveries.
Yeah, that's good. He's providing that vacant area and he's taking him on. And he's good at that. Sarfraz, he's practiced that at his go-to shot. And he's got good control over it as well. That's a scoring shot.
Now protection for that sweep shot.
Down, Tom.
But this is what Sarfraz will do.
Jesse.
He'll make sure that the runs flow. He bats a considerable length of time. That lead will come down quickly. Sweep shot again. This time he's gone slightly finer. He's hit that well too. He'll come back 4-2. So already 10 runs off the over.
Come on, Jesse.
I like this strategy from Pakistan. Just put bowlers under pressure, because lead vanishing means Pakistan will feel comfortable. They'll feel that they have to come and bowl again. It depends what sort of runs New Zealand will be looking at. To keep scoring runs. That's the key.
That's why there's such a lot of discussion. He's just with 3 shots, 3 sweep shots. He's changed the strategy of New Zealand. Now he's gone from over the wicket, has Ijaz Patel, and the protection all leg side. So the line of attack changed completely. Now Sarfraz has ample ability to even get this through the offside, because there you go. Gave himself room and it's through the offside, right on cue. He'll always be looking at places to score, and he gets a boundary through the covers this time around.
Yeah, very seldom he'll offer a dead bat. He'll look to score. He's a busy player. He likes to keep the fielders busy. This time around, just making room for himself and playing it through that vacant zone, the offside. Puts a bit of power in that as well.
Very good thinking from Sarfraz. Is making Tim Southee think more, think harder. Because once you start leaking score both sides, mostly captains do get in trouble. That one gone through the legs. Few more runs. That is not the place you want to really slide, especially on that mat, the advertisement mat. 126 for 4.
He played the sweep, he played the cut off the stumps, then tries the reverse sweep. Maybe a bit of bat on it. Run away, but yeah. Thankfully he's wearing shin guard, so not a problem. but he's done damage to his whites. That's all right. Still got a shin pad underneath. Now Sodi to Sarfraz. This will be a bit of a challenge because Sarfraz likes that sweep shot. Sodi will maybe get a little bit more bounce. Leg spinner, wrist spinner does get a bit more bounce. So will Sarfraz take him on with the sweep shot, or will he rely just playing him through the offside? Wants a single, will get a single. So he's off strike straight away now. It's Imam. But what Sarfraz has done is he's got 27 of 16 and he's not allowed Iyas Patel to settle in, but he's also now put pressure on the bowling. They can't just rock up and bowl because he's going to get into positions to score runs. Oh, inside edge. Almost. Wanted to go through the offside, comes down the track, deceived. But luckily, he gets an inside edge.
Well, this is the most riskiest shot you can play out of the rough. He's got sunglasses on. He might not have picked because of the sunglasses. It's very glary. It's very hot out there. Oh, he's so lucky. He is so lucky that he got a little bit of edge. If that ball would have crashed into those stumps, and so he knows that.
This is good. This rotating strike. The impetus in the innings has suddenly changed. It's been more about run scoring since Sarfraz has come in. Imam also wants to get off strike, needs Sarfraz on strike and give him the strike to make sure that he just carries on. It's been a terrific start for Sarfraz's innings.
He showed a little bit more concern about the onside, so he's bringing a man from the cover to mid-wicket.
Again hanging back, but Sarfraz, well, is a very busy player, but he's absolutely brilliant against spin. The strike rate 82.34, and you can spot by that why Pakistan want him out there right now. Googly picked.
Sarfraz actually, not directly or indirectly, was playing Daryl Mitchell's role. How he tackled that second new ball, started scoring. The scoring rate went up, took some pressure off Kane Williamson. So Pakistan just want to get rid of those 44 runs first.
Oh, there's a bit of excitement. Was there anything on that? End of the over, 130 for 4.
First hour gone, only 13 overs been bowled, and the runs have come quickly. 53, although New Zealand have picked up 2 wickets. It's all about scoring quickly. The lead still 44. Pakistan lost 4 wickets. Big wickets of Babar, Noman gone. And these two are putting a partnership at a good rate. 30 of 29 deliveries. And Dooley, first of all, good morning. And then that's the right way to go, I guess.
Hey, morning, Waka. Morning to Chris Harris again. Oh, it's been very good. I think exactly how... It's not just time. I said it first up this morning. It's not just about batting time. It is about scoring runs as well, making sure that they try and put a little bit of pressure back on New Zealand. They're a long way from doing that yet, but it's just the intent. It's to the point where Tim Southey and New Zealand can't be quite as attacking as they would like to be as well with the spinners around the bat.
Which generally means you take away one of those catches in close, which just relieves a little pressure for Pakistan. You've just got to be very careful there, just looking to go a little bit too square. It's a perfect length from Ajaz. Just not allowing Oman to get on the front foot.
Playing with the angle bat, I think that's a danger zone. You don't want to play with the half bat. You want to just present the full face of the bat, especially when the ball's spinning sharply.
Just the one out to deep point. He was very good last night, Imam Haq, against the spinners. He used his feet well, got a long way forward, got deep in the crease, smothered the spin. Was Ish Sodhi last night. And when he comes down the wicket, he's not just looking to only score, he's actually got a bailout option as well, which is what Uruj and Chris Harris talked about in that masterclass this morning. You've got to have a couple of options if you're going to use your feet to the spinners. And I think that's what I really like about Imam's game to the spinners.
Oh!
131 for 4.
Come on, Sodhi. Give me here, Ace. Come on, boy. Come on, boys.
This partnership has raced to 31 from just 35, and Safaraz is going along at a strike rate of 135. It's a T20 type strike rate at the moment, but he's just been really proactive against the spin, with particularly that sweep shot that he loves. Is there an edge on that? Is there an inside edge on that? I don't think so. I think it's just turned and hit the low down on the pad boot area.
Well, the biggest threat to Pakistan is Ish Sodhi. Even last night when he was bowling, he was troubling the left-hander from outside the off stump. It's very tough to handle from that rough right now because he's tall, he gets that extra bounce, and he's got a beautiful googly. Have a look at that. It turned quickly, hit him outside the line. The catch was taken. The only thing is, did he edge it? No, I don't think so. I think the ball's gone, and it's gone on to hit the pad.
Yeah, I think he hit his pad way down by the boot area there with the bat. That was all.
Yeah!
What about that one? What about that one? Is there an inside edge there? I don't know. I don't think so again. That's just come straight off the pad, hasn't it? Decided to go. You think he's edged that, Waqar?
It looked like it was come off the glove. Went pad, and it looked like then he punched it.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for court. Original decision is not out. Front foot is a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Nice and slow. I can see clear gap between bat and ball. Can I have ultra edge to confirm, please? Yes, clear gap between ball and bat. Can you go for ball tracking with original decision not out? Original decision not out. Pitching outside off. Impact umpire's call. Wickets missing. Can you go back on field, please? Alex, I recommend you to stay with your original not out decision. You're on screen. Make a signal, please.
Good decision, Alex Wharf. Yeah, I wasn't convinced either. New Zealand were guessing, to be honest. Guessing only. Both sides down to 2 reviews now. One thing is, though, it's very good from Ishodi at the moment. Just asking some questions.
Yeah, you can just feel the pressure mounting, can't you?
Outstanding, fella. Outstanding, Ish. So good there, Ish, boy. And again, boy.
That's outside the line as well.
Well, if he wants to get LBW, he's got to go over the wicket. From that angle, from outside the off stump, Imam is making sure that he puts his front leg outside the line of the stump. So anything hits the pad means can't be given LBW. But if he comes over the wicket and if he can get even half of the spin what he's getting, there's more chance that he'll get LBW and the short leg fielder can come into play. Not again. Nope. Over bowled. 131 for 4.
Liana. इसके बाद ड्रिंक्स है.
He's been clearing those lungs quite regularly, has Ishodi. That one just a long way outside the line of off stump. But he's hitting a good line, a good length. Just asking questions.
Brilliant, Jazzy. Brilliant, Jazzy. So good, Jazz. So good, Jazzy.
New Zealand won't mind that at all. Giving himself some room outside the line of leg stump. Be hoping for one to turn, maybe keep a bit low.
If you're not used to playing the reverse sweep, that becomes a very dangerous stroke. Not wearing helmet is also not a wise thing. Got to keep your helmet on if you want to play reverse, especially from that rough. Sarfraz not happy. He's not comfortable. That's for sure.
I like this from New Zealand, though. If you're just joining us, Safra's come out and played very positively. 27 from just 23 deliveries, now 24. So New Zealand have changed the attack and coming over the wicket and bowling into the rough, and all of a sudden starting to look a little bit more uncomfortable.
Can get everything right in front of the stumps and leave the bat out of the way if it's pitching outside leg. I think that's fine, but he's just leaving himself a little bit exposed to one that might shoot. That's well played. Very well played indeed. It should be 4. No, yeah, couple. Michael Bracewell does well. $133 for 4. It's been a good first half of the first session of day 5, and it's time for drinks.
Shaheens versus Kiwis in a much-awaited showdown. Who will control the pitch and come out on top as victor? New Zealand tour to Pakistan. 2 test matches and 3 ODIs. Karachi, 26 December to 13th January. Brought to you in association with Coca-Cola. Jahan dil mile, wahan Coca-Cola. Shaheens versus Kiwis in a much-awaited showdown. Who will control the pitch and come out on top as victor? New Zealand tour to Pakistan. 2 test matches and 3 ODIs. Karachi, 26 December to 13th January. Brought to you in association with Coca-Cola. Jahan dil mile, wahan Coca-Cola. Shaheens versus Kiwis in a much-awaited showdown. Who will control the pitch and come out on top as victor? New Zealand tour to Pakistan. 2 test matches and 3 ODIs. Karachi, 26 December to 13th January. Brought to you in association with Coca-Cola. Jahan dil mile, wahan Coca-Cola.
Drinks on day 5 of the morning session here at the National Bank Cricket Arena. KFC presents Stuffer News Pakistan New Zealand Test Series, the first of 2 test matches here at this ground. And Pakistan have made their way to 133 for 4 in their second innings. They trail New Zealand by 41 runs. Imam-ul-Haq, 58 not out, holding fort at the moment. This partnership with Sarfaraz is 33. Sarfaraz has scored 29 of them, but Imam has been impressive.
Yeah, he was in much better control yesterday when he was batting. He had a few issues this morning from that rough, but yesterday was just outstanding. He was driving well, he was getting on top of the delivery, he was making sure he hits it in the gaps. So far, Imam is out there and he's looking really good. Pakistan will be aiming or hoping that he'll be there at the end of the day also. Bowling figure, Tim Southee bowled 11 overs. He bowled a spell this morning also. Hasn't picked up a wicket yet. 2 for Bracewell, and Southee looked the most threatening to Pakistan.
Wickets today, and Michael Bracewell picked up the first, Harry.
Bowled superbly, bowled in good areas and then got good reward. Removed Nouman Ali. It was reviewed and it was very plumb indeed. And then the big one, Babar Azam, first ball from Mitch Southee this morning. Decided to go back and try and pull, stayed down a little bit and was caught plumb in front. Massive breakthrough for New Zealand.
41 runs now. New Zealand are in front of Pakistan, this partnership. One of the keys, and then obviously to follow with Salman, who was the century maker in the first innings. Sold Shakil as well to follow. Sodi. It's the difference between the leg spinner and the googly. We've highlighted this quite a lot with Abra variations. You see the back of the hand. It's one of the things you look for as a batter. Nothing else really changes there. Even the left hand, the fingers on the left hand in that sort of position. The hand for the leg spinner maybe just goes to the right of the body, and for the googly goes to the left of the body, but it's too late. By that stage, if you're looking at that, your poles are everywhere.
Tom.
Just have a look at the left hand where it goes for the googly after the delivery. See the back of the hand on the right of the screen.
Well, his googly is a lot more effective purely because he falls away a little bit and he bowls very high arm. That's why his googly turns a bit more. But when he comes around the wicket, bowling to the left-hander, he creates that angle, and then he's getting a lot more than what he normally gets from the middle of the pitch.
And I think you've both said it at different stages this morning, Chris and Wakar. I'd love to see him bowl an over or two over the wicket for the left-handers, just for the left-hander, just to change things up a touch, see whether he can get that googly running across, bring the slip into play, whether there's any turn from the centre of the pitch at all.
I actually had a bit of a chat with him this morning and brought up that exact point, and he just felt that when him and Kane Williamson were batting out there yesterday, if he's coming over the wicket, he's going to be landing in the middle of the surface, and they thought that that was the easiest time to bat. Anything coming off the middle of the surface wasn't really offering any spin, and he just feels coming around the wicket with the variation in bounce and turn is his best chance. Just mentioned it might be worth just a couple of overs just to see. It's currently with Imam getting forward, just doesn't look as though he can get him out LBW if he's on the front foot. There's one opportunity as if he goes back, which he's done a couple of times. But that over the wicket line just brings LBW into play for the left-hander.
I think that's the problem when he comes over the wicket. He struggles to control the length. See that one turned not from rough, that was hit the more slippery surface. Sarfraz will always look and search for a loose delivery. He will look to score runs quickly.
Clever. Very nicely played, but excellent piece of fielding as well. Glenn Phillips on the field again. End of the Sodi over, 135 for 4.
Jesse.
Naseem Shah just at the back of the National Bank Cricket Arena here in Karachi.
there, Chezzy. Don't mind that,
Just warming up.
Well, he's running in well, isn't he? He's going through the motions.
Saw Shahid Afridi out in the middle this morning, just talking to the ground staff. He promised the media yesterday that the second Test match pitch would be better. Better in what way was my question.
But that's where the question becomes tricky, or the answer becomes tricky. That when you say better, better means what? Is it going to be good to bat on, or is it going to be more spin or grass? I don't think there's going to be any grass on the pitch, because if you look at the square, most likely they'll be playing either left or right of the pitch, which they are playing right now. And if you go from if you're watching from this end where we're sitting, which is, so this one next to it, not the third from that, there's a little bit more grass on the pitch. Maybe they might leave a little bit of grass on it and make it hard, a bit more carry. Yeah, just right there where Imam is standing to his left.
Supposedly that's the surface to be used. I would suggest they don't get the mower out. It'll be the end of the over. 135 for 4. Whether they do get the mower out or not, we'll just wait and see. But yeah, my question was, it's all very well to say it'll be better, but better than what, and better in what way? Is it going to be better for batting, better for bowling, better for cricket in general? How will it be better? Would have been my question.
I'll give you the answer in a couple of days.
Come on, Ishi.
If it's me, I would leave it to the ground staff and ask them to prepare the best pitch for this ground, whatever this square offers. If it offers a good spinning pitch, make that one. Or if it's more bounce, go for it. But when you start sort of telling the ground staff to do certain way or do certain things, and then, the nature of the surface doesn't change, and then if you make it dry, it dies away, which we're seeing right now. Even against England, it was very, very dry and very slow, because you take the grass off and you leave it under this steaming sun, and it gets very dry and it gets slow. Then it turns from the rough, which we're seeing right now, but it's very slow, still manageable.
Oh, yes, Ish. So good, Ish. Love your work, boy. So good, sides. Stay right there, side.
Not really going to do a lot apart from just maybe calm down some of those foot marks, but really doesn't do much because it is so hard in and around the area. The New Zealand players, Ajaz Patel, talked about the fact that the foot marks were starting to produce a little bit of rough.
Like that,
something there, and that's what Ishodi's aiming for at the moment.
I think that's the area which he is really looking to target Ishodi. Nice and full, and he wants Imam to go through cover rather than playing onside or playing that mid-wicket region. Yeah, that's what he's looking for, and it's a dangerous stroke.
Won't mind that either. A little bit too close to be cutting. PCB shop, shop.pcb.com.pk. One day is coming up, of course, after this. Wear your passion. Grab your colours, get your shirts, caps, anything you like. Merchandise at the PCB shop. And get into your colours for the one-day internationals to follow. dragged down, and it'll race away for 4. Another one for Sarfaraz.
I think he's quite enjoying it at this end. Sarfaraz getting some balls to hit from Sodi. Also, at the other end, he's getting balls just bowled outside leg stump. So here he gets the opportunity to go back to some normal batting. And he's done that so well today. Been disciplined, but been aggressive. Played to his strengths. Best way to put New Zealand back under a little bit of pressure is to score quickly. Sarfaraz has done that beautifully.
Well, it's Sodi going around the wicket to Sarfaraz now. I think more than tactics, I think it's a comfort zone for Sodi, because he's been bowling in that rough and he's had success and he's enjoying it from that angle. I think that's the reason he's going. Over the wicket, a few deliveries he's bowled, apart from a delivery which is bowled to Babar. Either he's been short or maybe a little bit wide outside the off stump. So this is his comfort zone. And I think it might work for him.
$140 for 4.
Jesse, come boy.
$140 for 4. 50 overs have been bowled by New Zealand. Pakistan just 34 runs in arrears now.
Come on, Jesse.
Partnership very good. 40 from 65. Very good morning, Fazid Khan and Uruj Mumtaz.
Morning, Dooley. It's been good so far from Pakistan. 40 this partnership now. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. He uses his feet and he gets 6 for them.
Yeah, since Sarfaraz has walked in, it's been a change of tempo to the innings. Imam much more comfortable coming down the track to the left arm spin. And he's always aiming straight down the ground. He's very good at that. And it just seems that there's a shift in the way that Pakistan have batted since Sarfaraz has started attacking the spinners. It's been a good move to promote him in the order.
Also with that, we saw a couple of chances, half chances. Sometimes saw Imam got stuck a little bit to Sodi. And like you say, Baz, ever since Sarfaraz has come in, Imam is also looking more confident. Confident looking for runs, and I like this from Pakistan now. 46 of 67 the partnership. Trail clicking away really quickly, just 28 left of that.
Come on, Jesse. Oh, Jesse.
All especially after you've lost Babar.
Careful there, Jesse.
Yeah, it's a theme here. Sikandar and Aruj get stuck on one thing. They get stuck on strike rates always. Aruj will do that. Sikandar will do that. And I'll go a little further with the theme. Last day of Test match cricket this year. Final day where Pakistan want to save a Test match. Sarfaraz batting well. The entry for the crowd is free. And Karachi is still very consistent.
Thank you. $146 for 4. With the 2 wickets to fall so far, but the runs have come as well for Pakistan. Day 5,
Come on, Ace.
first session here.
Good timing here, Acey boy.
Picked up the 2 wickets, and one obviously of the night watchman, but then the big wicket of Babar once again falling to the googly. Ever since Sarfaraz has come in, he's played the leg spin really well. Excellent player off spin. And he's got deep backward square for the reverse, for the sweep. Pardon for Sarfaraz. And he wants another man close into the bat. Nichols to go under the helmet. On the offside, I reckon. In front of the bat. So 2 men catching. And the slip. Good field here for the leg spinner.
Oh, Saudi, come boy.
Deep backward point as well, and nobody passed except for mid-off on the offside.
It's a game of patience now. As Sarfaraz, is he happy to continue to do that? And is Ishodi happy to continue to bowl it there?
A lovely waiting game at the moment. From the angle around, Sarfaraz at the moment happy not to offer a shot. It's also because of the field that he's set, because he's put those men in on the leg side, square and behind. What have you done? What are you doing? Just a few words being exchanged, and he's well in his right to.
You can't just wander out of your crease.
Yeah, and he's claiming that it's a dead ball. It's not a dead ball if that ball's still in play.
Absolutely, I think it's been settled now, but the keeper well in his right to run him out.
Come on, boys.
Probably could have a look as to was he actually out of his crease and how far out.
Lovely Ace, lovely Ace. Good boy. Come on, Ace, come boy.
Just wandering down the pitch there. Imam's saying, get back. I mean, he's right too. You just can't. I mean, it's a little bit of a moment, a brief moment from Sarfaraz.
Nicely timed into the offside, looking for 2. I think the umpire, Alindar, has obviously probably gone around and told him that, listen, the ball is still in play and you could have been run out. That's when he's like, all right, okay, let's move on.
Come on, Ace, come boy.
It's just there. Have a look at the keeper. Suddenly realizes, and Sarfaraz just in time.
Better throw from Daryl Mitchell as well.
Oh, that's a relay of information there that you could have been run out. Would have been in. Still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just that line. Have a look at the field here. He's blocked the sweep option out. He's got fine leg, finer inside the ring. He's got deep backward point, finer. He's got square leg as well in a catching sort of position halfway. And then he's got mid wicket and a short leg. So the sweep or the paddle around the legs from that angle, Sarfaraz not getting involved in this line at the moment.
Catch it.
Still happy to keep it out. 148 for 4.
Deliberate batting, he's not going for the. Yes, doesn't matter. Main thing is over. He's deliberate batting, and he's not taking run. Get ball. Come on, Jesse boy! Nice take.
Yeah, Sensodyne sensitivity free moment because life is too short for sensitive teeth.
Well, just through the stump mic, Salim Dar saying that because he's padded up and he's not attempting a run, so it was a dead ball.
Come on, Jess!
I'm not sure. I didn't know that. I think he knows it, so he just said that to Surfraz. The key thing is probably that he wasn't attempting a run.
Jesse boy!
Had the umpire called dead ball? I guess that's the question. If the umpire hasn't called dead ball at that stage, then he just cannot wander out of his crease.
We obviously up here didn't pick up on the dead ball call, but just confirmation there. And that's probably why Sarfaraz was getting a little bit agitated at that attempt. So correction from up here. Driven using his feet just for the one.
Now with Sarfraz, with this over the wicket tactic, what Sarfraz wants is something on the stumps to cut away. Doesn't want something on the stump that he wants to drive. So you could almost take a fielder from that leg side, maybe that mid wicket, or most probably that short fine, and put it at cover, and every now and then bowl a fuller delivery on the stumps, because he goes down leg and he's hoping for something on the stumps to cut away off the back foot. That is his go-to shot. So something for New Zealand to maybe ponder. 149 for 4.
The bottom line important for Pakistan. They trail now by 25. And it's good to see a partnership of 49 between Imamul Haq and Sarfaraz, both looking good. Imam's looking a lot more comfortable at the crease. Hit a glorious 6 using his feet. And Sarfaraz come out looking for runs. I don't think there's any bat in there. Loves to appeal, doesn't he, Sodhi? He's gone up for pretty much everything.
You reckon we should have a bet on how many appeals through the day Sodhi will go through?
I don't want to lose another dinner to you guys.
Has he taken you out for the dinner? Then Bazit, the one that Dooley lost the bet to?
Yeah, Dooley is very, very committed. He goes straight away. Didn't waste any time. And it was a nice dinner. Really nice. Japanese, not my cup of tea, but I was sat next to Dooley, which was good. Company was good. Sat next to Dooley and Sikandar. Aruj was obviously far away, so not a problem.
Has turned back in sharply.
So close, boy.
After 4 plates of food, I'd hate to see what is your cup of tea if Japanese is not.
Yeah, I said not my cup of tea, not my plate of food. So
Yeah, bought 3 main courses just for himself, and nothing gets past Bazid. Big foodie here. Wrong one. Wrong one. Too far wide outside off stump. Better from Imam getting to the pitch of the ball. That also brings up the 50 partnership. It's been a good one, and it's come off 88 deliveries now.
It's quietened everything down from New Zealand's point of view as well. They've been really good. Safraz was aggressive at the start. Controlled aggression, though. We'll say just played his favourite sweep shot and played it well. And it's just allowed Imam to continue what he is doing. 68 from 150. New Zealand have just, like the air has just been taken out of them a touch.
Especially when you get the big wicket of Babar. With Sarfraz and Imam to control proceedings in the manner that they've done. Shifting the momentum towards Pakistan now. Teams are always thinking one after the other, especially when you get the big wicket off the captain. Oh, 150 for 4. $150 for 4. First session here on day 5. Imam brought up his half century, and Sarfaraz has come in and he's played his shot, and he's got Pakistan's trail now down to 24. It's been a good move to send in the experienced Sarfaraz, and he's showing his experience here. He's been calm at the crease. It's been a controlled innings, and every now and then he's gone up to Imam when he's been a bit of a struggle, just to have a word with him when he's been on the non-striker Sarfaraz. The waiting game continues. The waiting game of this outside leg stump line, and Sarfaraz not offering a shot, happy to keep it out at the moment. Oh, how close was that? How close was that? He's gone for the reverse, and I reckon it was very close to that leg stump.
This is tight. Misses it. And then doesn't have any cover. Yeah, it's probably a little further away than we both initially thought. but still an element of risk.
And you understand the line he's speaking because he wants to take the LBW out of the occasion, not wanting to reverse sweep off the stumps. It's too far outside for him to reach that angle.
Jesse! Come on, Jesse! Come on, and again, Jess!
Gives himself room, and Ijaz Patel happy to follow. In New Zealand innings, we saw a couple of reverse sweeps. Again, similar, too far outside their leg stump. It was Latham and Mitchell, both falling to the reverse sweep option. He's timed that nicely. Couple of runs. Looks for 3. Gets them comfortably in the end. End of the over, 154 for 4.
Come on, Jesse boy! Good summary, Jesse! This time.
154 for 4. Yeah, we see Wagner there on screen warming up.
Johnny's boy!
Just feel the spin is now playing into the hands of Pakistan. They're looking comfortable, both of them in the middle. Good ploy here. Keep Sodhi on. He looks probably the most effective at the moment, especially with a rough outside, the left-hander, and Imam continues to use his feet, provides that opportunity and bring in Wagner from the other end.
Johnny's boy! Go, Tom!
Paddles and paddles it nicely. Boundary rider will cut it off.
Here you go, good ball. Good ball.
Yeah, clever. And Tom Latham was going with the shot. Just that outstretched right hand was far enough away, though.
It's time for a nice hot cup of tea. And a Tapal tea moment. The crowd and the fans have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Come on, boy.
Sarfraz 42 of 52. And whenever Sarfraz has played, there's been never an issue about his batting. short. It is straight to the fielder, gone through the fielder, so he'll come back for two. Imam will feel that he missed out. But even when Sarfraz was playing consistently for Pakistan, there was never an issue with his batting at all, and he's become the highest scorer in terms of being a wicket-keeper, the highest amount of runs in Test match cricket for Pakistan during this game. He's gone ahead of Kamran Akmal. His 50th Test. Kamran Akmal played 53. But yeah, his batting was never an issue, and that's proof of that. Most runs by keeper batters, and he's just pipped Kamran Akmal. Average 37.64, which is very, very decent. Rizwan 38 and Sarfraz 37. So Pakistan have options, great options.
Go, Tom!
159 for 4.
Most run by keeper batters. Bad patch, do you go with the best keeper in terms of keeping ability? Because no question between the two of them, both can bat.
Always best keeper for me, particularly when you're playing a lot of spin. And that we've seen that come to fruition. It's all very well to be smart after the fact, but we have seen catches go down, stumpings missed.
And just on that, Blundell this year apparently hasn't missed a catch or stumping throughout the year. So if you're talking about best keepers through the year, I think Blundell is by far the one to have. It is an amazing stat. They claim, well, the statsmen claim that he hasn't missed an opportunity, which is quite mesmerizing. He hasn't even had stumpings. It's not just the catches as he's taken, but he's not missed a stumping or a catch.
I absolutely agree. You go with, especially like you said, when there's spin on offer and in a 5-day game, where you saw Kane Williamson convert big 200. There was a tough chance when he was in 15. There was a fairly straightforward chance when he was 21. And it hurt Pakistan real bad. So in terms of keeping, Sarfraz has probably let himself down by his standards.
Good from Wagner, this. Just nice start. Ball is keeping quite low. You just got to hone in and around that off stump. Look for that little bit of movement. The odd one to keep really low.
You can see what he's trying to do. He's just trying to drag his end just where he invites Sarfraz for that uppish drive. And Sarfraz does like to reach for the ball and play through the offside, and in that sometimes does play away from his body.
Front foot check here, and I think it might be a no ball from Wagner. Striving for that extra pace. Yeah, just over.